There was once a small village called Aduku. It was not written on big maps. It had no tall buildings, no flashing lights, but it had life, real life. Every morning, the sun rose gently over red soil and old mud houses. Children ran barefoot, laughing freely. Women fetched water and shared stories. Men walked the land their fathers had walked before them. In Aduku, people did not have much money, but they had peace. And to them, peace was enough. What they did not know was that deep beneath their feet, hidden under the soil, was wealth that would soon attract danger. Far away from Aduku, in offices filled with cold hair and shiny tables, men in suits leaned over maps. They spoke quietly, but with hungry eyes. They spoke of minerals, of gold, of oil. They spoke of Aduku. To them, Aduku was not a home. It was a location. Back in the village, life continued as normal. Until one afternoon, government vehicles arrived. Dust filled the air as soldiers stepped down. Their boots pressed hard against the same soil the villagers loved. An officer raised his voice. No greeting, no respect. He said the land now belonged to the government. He said the people had 30 days to leave. Leave to where? How do you leave the land that raised you? The village chief stepped forward. His voice was calm, but his heart was heavy. He spoke of ancestors, of burial grounds, of history passed from father to child. But power does not listen to stories. Power listens only to profit. That night, Aduku did not sleep. They gathered around firelight. Faces once full of laughter were now filled with fear. Some said, "Let us run." Others said, "Let us stay." The elders warned of blood. The youth spoke of courage. The fire crackled, but no answer came. The 30 days did not end. The soldiers returned early. This time, they did not talk. They destroyed farms that took years to grow. They poisoned wells that gave life. They burned crops without looking back. A child cried for a home that was gone. A mother held her child and said nothing because there were no words left. That was the day Aduku learned a painful truth. Silence is dangerous. So the people spoke with borrowed phones, with weak network, with shaking hands. They recorded their burning land, their broken homes, their tears. They sent their story into the world, not shouting, not begging, just telling the truth. And slowly, the world listened. Journalists came, cameras rolled, questions were asked. Voices that once felt small were now heard far beyond the village. Radio stations spoke the name Aduku. Activists raised their voices, and the government paused. Not because they suddenly cared, but because someone was watching. Aduku did not win everything. Some land was taken, some wounds never healed. But the people stayed. They rebuilt broken homes. They planted again. They taught their children the truth. That land is not just soil. It is memory. It is identity. They learned that power can take land, but it cannot erase roots. They learned that voices matter when they refuse to be silent. They learned that unity is stronger than fear. And every morning, when the sun rises over Aduku, the land remembers its people. This is not just the story of Aduku. It is the story of many villages, because in Africa, the land remembers its people, even when the world tries to forget them.